It was the year 3022, and humanity was as ambitious and foolish as ever. The newly formed Pan-Galactic Exploration Corps aimed to be the first humans to make contact with an advanced alien civilization. Unfortunately, their explorer vessel, the RSS Adventure, was crewed by some of the species' most bumbling examples. Captain Jean-Luc Picard was a brave but scatterbrained starship captain whose mind often wandered mid-mission. Lieutenant Bartholomew Crushbone was the chronically nervous science officer with sensitive bowels. Helmsman Leroy Wrongway Jenkins had a penchant for getting turned around and traveling in the exact opposite of the intended direction. On their maiden voyage to the planet Luxurius Prime, Captain Piccard spent most of his time in the ship's holodeck pretending to be a 1940s detective. Lieutenant Crushbone was glued to the bathroom after accidentally ingesting prunes from the food synthesizer, and Jenkins immediately got them lost in an asteroid field after setting course for the Crab Nebula rather than Luxurious. After weeks of bumbling through space, the adventure finally arrived at Luxurius Prime. Scans indicated a sprawling city on the surface with numerous alien life forms. The excited but incompetent crew bungled their way into docking the ship. They donned their official first contact uniforms that looked like refugee children's pajamas and waddled down the ramp to make history for humanity. The Luxurians were not what they expected. They resembled ambulatory piles of brightly colored gelatin, wobbling to and fro on short, stubby tentacles. The aliens took no notice of the human delegation gawking in the middle of their busy spaceport. Captain Piccard attempted to get their attention by loudly clearing his throat while waving his arms. The gelatinous Luxurians continued shuffling by without acknowledgement. Lieutenant Crushbone leaned in close to examine one, causing it to back away slowly on its tentacles. Crushbone pulled out a comically large book from his pack, adjusting his glasses as he flipped through the pages, no doubt trying to find information on how to properly approach the aliens. Nearby, Jenkins was distracted by a gift shop and wandered in to browse the novelty items. His eyes lit up when he spotted a snow globe with tiny gelatin blobs inside. Jenkins eagerly picked it up and shook it, mesmerized by the floating faux aliens. Completely ignored by the real aliens, Piccard decided on a new approach. Spotting a colorful human-shaped balloon tied to a post, he walked over and shook its rubber hand vigorously as if greeting a respected dignitary. The Luxurians remained focused on their inscrutable errands, oblivious to the bumbling humans. After an hour of effort, the away team gave up and returned to the adventure empty-handed and dejected. Humanity would have to wait a little longer for its first contact story. Back on the ship, Piccard slumped into his command chair, clearly disappointed. Jenkins happily took his post and set course, no doubt taking them far from their intended destination.